Now, Ken's 5 Eyewitness News at 6.
And good evening, I'm Chris Maru.
I'm Sarah Lucero.
What's bad for one business may not be bad for another. Hard economic times have repo companies working harder than ever.
Taking back almost every kind of vehicle you could imagine, and finance companies say they're foreclosing on more and more loans. Stacia Wilson joins us live on the Northeast Side with the latest. Stacia? The makers say it was an inspirational process to come up with a perfume, and that they relied on divine guidance to get the fragrance just right. Good evening. Well, hot, dry, and no rain in sight. Mandatory water restrictions could be just days away. On the presidential campaign trail tonight, Senator John McCain making a swing through Texas. The presumptive GOP presidential nominee attended a private fundraiser at the San Antonio Country Club. He then stopped in Houston, where he made a speech on energy. Well, how long should it take TxDOT to fix a damaged highway safety barrier? A few days? The San Antonio water system says it had no idea water was damaging homes in a South Side neighborhood until it was too late. A water main broke at 9:30 yesterday morning. Well, its DNA has been flown across the continent as Cuero residents search for a final answer on their mysterious blood-sucking beast. Tonight, the much-anticipated results on the legendary chupacabra are back from experts at the University of California. And the I-Team's Joe Conger has the final chapter in the saga.
Paraphrase the old line, it's 10:15. Do you know where your car is? If you don't, Sarah might. She's been hitting the streets with some of San Antonio's repo guys to see how dangerous their job is. She's live outside now with more, and leave my car alone, Sarah.
Well, I'll think about it, Chris, but I am outside here with one of their main tools of the trade. It's a high-tech tow truck with all of the latest gadgets they need for their fast and furious job of swiping cars in the dead of night and making a clean and quick getaway. It's another night.
He knows he's on borrowed timer.
And another adventure.
Watch yourself. Watch yourself.
With adrenaline rushing, they move in to get their target and move out.
There's a kickstand. Get that kickstand out.
All in a matter of seconds. Anything can happen, so they've got to be prepared.
He has put the threat of violence out there to us that he's going to do whatever it takes to keep the vehicle.
Mike Waldron's been a repo man for 18 years.
Off to the next one.
There's nothing he won't repossess.
Lamborghinis, limousines. I've even repossessed livestock.
But Waldron won't work alone.
I've been shot in the side of my leg, shot through my abdomen area, hit in the head with a bat, sliced with a box cutter.
The business can be dangerous. That's why these guys work in teams.
You're not bulletproof when you're out there. You always got to be watching your back.
First, field investigators find out where the car's kept.
I'll stake that thing out 24 hours until I get that car.
Then tow truck operators make their move late at night.
We don't break enterings to get a vehicle. You can't break into a garage to get a car at a house.
You go into all kinds of situations.
This is a conventional repo tow truck where in just a matter of seconds, with the push of a button, the lifting mechanism folds off the truck, is lowered to the ground. You can see where he's going to back it up and extend it underneath the vehicle. The claws on there will wrap around the wheels of the car, lift it, and this SUV is ready to roll.
Some people, their financial situations are beyond their control.
That was the case for the owner of this SUV, whom we're not identifying.
I have cancer, so I have to stop working. Yeah, it's hard because I have to be getting up. I'm going through chemo. And
Circumstances like hers make it hard for them to do their job sometimes.
When they come out and then they start telling you, their life story, then, it's just like you can't get attached.
They say other reasons for car repossession range from divorce to unemployment.
Greg, I'm with the South Texas Asset Recovery.
No one actually keeps count of the number of cars repossessed.
I got a 92 Buick Century on hook. I think y'all have a key for the vehicle.
They got the key.
Who's got the key?
One estimate puts it at about 100 cars called in to police on any given night.
Going back up to it and let's rock and roll.
Taking care of business. If you're doing a good thing for the creditors, you make the world go around. I got a family, I got to support my family just like everybody else does.
In this business, we sort of help people get back on their feet. Miss 3 payments, we can help you get back on your feet real quick.
So even though these trucks are out there collecting hundreds of cars almost every night, finance companies we spoke with say really less than 1% of all car owners actually become delinquent and get their cars repoed. So, Bill, I don't know, it may be questionable. Chrissy's okay, and I don't know about Joe either. But for more information on our story, go to mysanantonio.com. They are on the front line of defense, protecting the country from acts of terrorism in the sky. Officers with the Transportation Security Administration are responsible for spotting any weapons, knives, or bomb-making components someone may be smuggling onto a plane. And tonight, we have an inside look at how they prepare for their jobs. Our cameras aren't allowed to show you everything that happens behind this door. And we're not allowed to videotape anything on the X-ray monitors being checked by the screeners.
It's security-sensitive information.
While I'm doing this, it's really important not to talk, not unless it pertains to our bag.
You may not agree with that, but the number of rapes, robberies, assaults, and burglaries are all up in San Antonio this year. The victims overwhelmingly women. But there are also more women taking a proactive approach. Last year, more than 11,000 women in Texas applied for a concealed gun license with the Department of Public Safety.
I know all my neighbors, was raised here.
Safety equipment on, eyes and ears.
And the house next door to it has gotten broken into.
Shooters, load and make ready.
My neighbors told me that the burglar was in my yard, walked around my house, then I decided to get a gun.
Fire.
The reasons are clear for Rosemary de la Rosa.
I'm not going to move. No burglar's going to scare me.
This 51-year-old grandmother lives with her daughter and granddaughter in their East Side home. She says 6 break-ins in a span of 2 weeks on her street convinced her it was time to protect her family.
I never thought in a million years that I would resort to getting a gun.
She's become one of the thousands of Texas women applying for a license to carry a concealed firearm.
I think more women are becoming more involved in, the shooting sports simply because they feel like they need to be able to protect themselves rather than relying on someone else to protect them. Make sure you get your safety equipment.
Michelle Hester and her mother run the Bullet Hole shooting range in southwest Bexar County. She says more and more women are taking the required concealed weapons course.
Put it after your last name.
On this particular weekend, of the 38 students in class, 5 were women.
I live by myself now, so I just wanted to feel safe and secure and kind of know the rules, regulations that go along with it.
To get licensed, all students must go through drills on the firing range and are instructed on the safest way to handle and fire a weapon.
In a 10-month period last year, nearly 11,000 women in Texas became licensed to carry a concealed weapon.
It's a responsibility. It's a burden that you carry once you get a firearm.
In just the first 2 months of 2007 in San Antonio, crime is up almost 17% compared to the same time frame last year.
Next one down.
Oftentimes, Hester says as reports of crime increase, so do the number of people who want to arm themselves.
I think that women have come a long way and they need to do for themselves as far as protecting themselves, supporting themselves.
Rosemary de la Rosa hopes crime stays away from her home, but if it doesn't, she says she's ready.
Well, I just want them to know that now I'll be carrying a concealed weapon.
In San Antonio, when you break them down, some crimes spiked in January and February of this year. Forcible rape cases went up 90%, robberies 40%, burglaries almost as much, and aggravated assault reports also increased. For more on SAPD's crime reports, log on to mysanantonio.com, keyword web links. These new bikes without modifications can go as fast as 150 to 200 miles per hour, making it that much harder for police to catch them.
To be out here doing what we're doing on these bikes, you gotta...
Most of the time, herbal healing is more than just taking these products in a tea. Believers will also combine the use of candles, incense, and prayer as part of their treatment to get better.
They always want to do something that's related to, their religion.
By day, they may be working in the cubicle right next to you, maybe even delivering your mail.
But by night, they transform into a masked superhero or villain of the ring. They are the wrestlers of Lucha Libre de San Antonio.
are bad guys, called rudos, and there are good guys, called técnicos. It's a big night at the Texas Wolverine All-Star Gym.
No, he loves rocks!
And fans are geared up for it.
I come every other Friday whenever there's Lucha Libre. Let me stab you guys.
Here, Friday night is Lucha Libre night, or Mexican wrestling.
Luchador is a different type of wrestling from American wrestling, and it's a lot more showman and the competitive.
It's a night for Nacho Libre to shine, and the Gato Diabolico, the diabolical cat, to get booed.
There's definitely several storylines. Somebody might just, have it out for somebody else and calls them out.
Whether they're good or evil, the men behind the wrestling masks work hard to put on a good show.
You get into the ring to work out, and you got to do all these things, these exercises, bumps that you have to take to learn how to fall. You got to know what you're doing.
Lemus 2 comes from a family of luchadores. His dad and nephew are Lemus 1 and 3. He's 40 and still going strong.
It takes months to 2 years to perfect these types of techniques. This wrestler Piloto has been doing it since February. Are you okay?
That's February of last year, and he's fine. He's used to the falls. I, on the other hand, had sore muscles for days after trying to learn several moves, but the wrestlers love what they do.
I'd have to say it's the fans or the adrenaline that you get when you're out there.
He's known as Piloto Suicida, or Suicide Pilot, a name that fits his wrestling style and his alter ego's personality.
I rely more on speed, agility, and flying, so me being a suicide pilot, I put my body through as much, maybe even more, just to keep my opponent down.
Part of a Mexican wrestler's mystique is never revealing his true identity.
Lucha Libre shows seem to bring out a lot more people that are just, wanting to see that and to kind of keep the tradition going.
Promoter Luis Bazan says the mask gives luchadores a larger-than-life persona, and it keeps fans coming back for more.
I know there's going to be a day that I'll have to, give up this, but I don't think it's anywhere close to being soon.
It's a lot of fun.
I like it. I mean, we're all a big family here.
Wrestling matches, go to mysa.com, type in the keyword web links, or call 531-0201.
Even before that warning, many diabetics say they're losing faith in modern medicine.
And tonight we've discovered a growing number of diabetics in South Texas and Mexico who are trading in their medicine for an herbal tea they say has healing powers.
The tea is wonderful.
They are closer to normal, and they've only been taking the tea for about 2 weeks.
Medical experts say the danger with an herbal product like this is that there isn't enough research done on it yet to know how much is safe to take.
Those are the dangers of taking some of these supplements.